right. So all around the country, things are starting to open up again. I personally know, as you can see, I've gotten a haircut, obviously, and that experience was pretty much getting mildly interrogated at the front. Have you traveled outside of the country? Literally took my temperature. Have you had a cough? Blah blah blah. And you obviously have to rock a mask pretty much everywhere you go. So that's another thing as well. So things are starting to open up again. You can start going to stores. You got to rock that mask. Try to keep some hand sanitizer with you. Hopefully there'll be a lot of stations with hand sanitizers. If you go out with a mask and you're pretty kind of careful, and you're consistently on your game with the hand sanitizer and washing your hands, you should be okay. Hopefully, and I think it's okay to do those kinds of things, presuming that you're taking those precautions. I really recommend it. Even try to carry some hand sanitizer with you if you can. I think that they're back in stock now. I think I saw a lot of them at the store, so should be pretty easily accessible now. Florida, though, is in big trouble right now. So Florida sets another one-day record with 9,585 new coronavirus cases. So this is not good. Just for the third time in 4 days, Florida broke its record for new cases of COVID-19 in a day, with the Florida Department of Health reporting nearly 10,000 new cases on Saturday. 10,000 cases in a single day. That is really scary. It says Florida now is 132,545 total cases of the virus, sixth most in the country. The alarming surge in cases this week forced Governor Ron DeSantis on Friday to order that all standalone bars stop serving alcohol in an attempt to slow the spread of the disease. According to the state health department, 78,345 Floridians were tested for the coronavirus on Friday, a new record. Conservative lawmakers, including President Trump, have pointed toward increased testing as the culprit behind the rising number of cases. However, the percentage of positive tests, a better metric to use in trying to see if the virus is spreading, suggests that increased testing isn't the only cause. On June 13th, Florida's percentage of positive tests was 4.39%. By Tuesday, it had ballooned to 15.84%, and it is currently 12.82%, nearly 3 times higher than it was 2 weeks ago. Says DeSantis on Friday also said that the state was starting to see younger adults being more affected by the virus. So it looks like there's an explosion going on amongst the younger population when it comes to the virus. Now the question is, I'm wondering where the increase in testing is coming from, because if it's because of the increased testing, I would say, why are they testing more young people? Who is getting tested exactly? You know what I mean? Says the median age of new cases on Friday was 34. By comparison, median obviously is taking all of the numbers and then numerically going to the middle, instead of adding them up and dividing like a mean is, or an average. So young people are getting this now. When Ron DeSantis has to do something, a literal Trump lackey, you know that it's a serious problem. When literally the Trump Jr. lackey, he literally is Trump Jr. to the T. When he's got to do something, you know that it's serious. And so what this means is, in a couple weeks here, we might see, because those young people are probably not going to be very affected by it. Maybe a couple of them will die, maybe like 2 or 3 out of like 10,000. Some of them will get sick, but most of them are just going to be just fine. The thing is, once you go back home and start spreading it to your family, that's where the problem hits. And when you start spreading it to older people, and we know Florida has an older population as well, so we could see a real devastation going on in Florida right now. And also, I feel like people don't really understand like all of the things and all of the precautions that we took to prevent the spread of the coronavirus. And so when the numbers, even though they were going up to like 100, 200,000, they're like, oh well, they said it was going to be 1 million. Yeah, that was if we didn't do anything, and it would have been that much if we didn't do anything, but we did so much to try and prevent the spread. So when you start lifting those, you kind of say like, oh shit, this is what's going to happen if we don't have these protections and precautions in place. So that's what you're seeing going on down in Florida. So Florida not looking too great. Other states also, I guess Washington is also slowing down, one of their phases that they're in right now. So other states also trying to do things like that. So Corona, just for your personal self, again, I would recommend. Obviously, you have to wear a mask wherever you're going. At least in California, you're required to. But try to keep hand sanitizer with you and try to, just stay sanitized, stay washing your hands just for Corona's sake, so you don't get it and pass it to anyone else. But this time, I mean, the best thing we can do is just hope for a vaccine soon. But at the same time, I don't want them to rush a vaccine and then have a messed up vaccine. So we're pretty much fucked, man. I mean, we just have to just buckle down and just try to survive.